fuck.
This one's been a long time in the making, though. I've been wanting to play this shit for fucking ever. We're doing Bloodstained.
Really? Is that what the title screen says, Kevin? I didn't know I could fucking read.
And you know what? I lied because I already played it.
But I can't
Yeah,
read.
we know. The question is, wasn't there like another Bloodstained, or am I just losing my fucking mind?
No, you're not. There was a prequel game that they made
okay.
Keep people interested before the game came out. It was pretty cool.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't remember that.
That was Curse of the Night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Curse of the Moon.
Okay. Curse of the Moon. Yeah. Yep. That was like a little 8-bit game that they had come out.
Yeah.
It was a very fun game.
This game's fucking gay, though.
We've played it twice now.
Yeah, I've already beaten the game, just FYI. But we're not going to do that. We're going to start a fresh game.
Why do you have Miriam is your name? That's terrible.
What should her name be?
Miriam is an old woman's name. Nobody likes Miriam. Except for my grandmother. I love you. It's okay.
She's going to be...
Old lady? Humdinger.
Lady, old
lady tits.
All right,
let's
do
do
it.
Old lady tits. What is this? Fucking wannabe Diablo, normal, hard, and nightmare? What the fuck?
This game's hard enough as is. It's pretty difficult.
What are you talking about? You already beat the game.
Yeah, but it took me a while.
Kevin's a
like what? 3-4 days?
Nah, about a week.
Oh.
It's about like 30 hours to do everything.
Not gay.
That's pretty long for a Metroidvania, dude.
Strong with this one.
You're pretty long for a Kevin.
I mean, thank you.
Getting pretty long in the tooth there.
All right, so here's the story, D-Rod.
Okay, we got an industrial revolution. And there's no more spirituality. Also, that's a volcano.
They're going to Mordor. The Loki eruption? I need to look that up. I wonder if that was an actual thing.
And then the daemons came.
Fearing the rise of industrialism
and they mummified people.
We're gonna make this sweet mummy here.
No.
But they read them a bedtime story before they put them to rest.
Happy 4th of July when this comes out.
Yes.
They were the shard bringers.
Shardbinders, excuse you.
Oh, whatever. I told you I can't
Get
read.
it right, you pleb.
They sacrificed the shards.
They
were sharding all over the gates of the world. Opened to demon kind.
The Shartbinders.
Countless innocent died from the shard.
But then the game would be called
It was a steep price that had been paid and collected.
Shit-stained.
One lost their pants and underwear.
Oh, don't be mean to this game. They were
the shard bringers were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite of the sharding.
Well, I mean, dehydration does that to a person, so...
2 have survived the shards.
Oh god, the sharding was
yeah,
so
look
bad.
at him.
Oh.
She sharded herself into a coma.
I had way too much Taco Bell.
Basically?
Chipotle.
The funny thing is, what the fuck? You changed your name to Old Lady Tits and they're calling you Miriam. I fucking want a redo.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. It's like you make up a nickname for somebody.
Ridiculous.
And you're in a crowd and
the
you're
whole
like, Miriam!
world changed because of one shard?
Miriam!
That's crazy.
One giant shart.
And then when they don't listen to you, you're like, hey, Old Lady Tits! And then they turn around.
So basically, this is Symphony of the Night with a woman.
That's what I
Dude,
said, Symphony of the Woman.
You're actually not that far off.
But I mean, Alucard was kind of feminine, though, if you think about it. He was kind of a girl.
He was, and I think that's because of Ayami Kojima's artwork. She was pretty good with that.
But all the dudes in Symphony of the Night were very feminine.
But like, even the way this game feels and plays, and the way it flows, all of it feels almost exactly like Symphony of the Night, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Well, no, but I mean, like, it's like a fucking 1-for-1 idea, 2D fucking. It's like the same fucking thing.
Almost. It's just like they added in like the whole Souls thing that like the DS games added in.
Yeah, it's kind of whack if you ask me. Johannes, are you certain it was a sharding?
What is wrong with your face?
Well, that's not very nice, Kevin. It's just my face.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. We all didn't get to choose our genetics
Well,
like
that's
you
not
did.
very nice. It's just a donkey. Donkey!
No, it's like the shaders on Johannes' face. Look at that. It just looks so weird.
It's Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine doesn't really
I think his face looks fine, but you know what?
Excuse me, Batman was fucking handsome as fuck in the Arkham games, I'll have you
No,
know.
he was gritty as fuck.
He was
in
just
know.
fucking
games.
stacked.
He was
and
so
jacked.
stacked and manly.
Oh, I'm sorry about my brother's subjected to you. Oh, somebody he told his brother to have sex with her. Okay,
Oof. I mean,
There's
she was
no
asleep for
forgiving
10
it.
years, so.
you can't take back what was once theirs. The virginity has been stolen.
Oh, he's
Okay.
lamenting.
Let it go, Johannes. Virginity was nothing. We need focus on the sharding at hand.
He's a wizard.
Are you a wizard?
What are you talking about? He's not a fucking wizard.
Yeah, he is. Look at him. He's 40.
Oh, is that what's wrong with his face? He's a wizard?
I don't think being 40 makes you a fucking wizard, though.
Yeah, it does. You don't know the rules for being a wizard?
No, what are the rules?
You're 40 plus and you're a virgin. You're a wizard. That's literally what a wizard is.
Then how did Harry Potter have a son?
Bro.
Hey,
It's a meme.
that's a good question here, okay?
Stop being a boomer, D-Rod. It's a meme.
Maybe they didn't
Terrible.
actually have sex. Maybe they just took the sperm and put it in there, and he had never had sex with the lady.
Is she a vampire?
No,
She's a Shartbinder.
she's the Shartbinder.
So she just holds in everyone else's shard?
Yes.
I'm so going to call that the episode.
The shard finder.
The Shartbinder.
Doesn't that sound like some like Digimon
Well,
series?
it sounds so mean
or
because I
frickin'-
really love this game, despite its flaws, but...
I'm not saying the game is bad or anything, but it's like...
Oh, I know. It has its flaws, and I'm sure you'll see them here in a little bit. But there's only a few that stick out, but for the most part, yeah, it's really well
Yeah,
made.
usually when they stick out, they call it, what is it?
An Audi?
Prairie dogging.
It's a pre-shart.
It's a pre-shard, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I hate the stiffness of the character models too.
Yeah, it's animated okay, but I mean, just like Symphony of the Night, it's got the whole equipment system and level
Dude, you got
system
kung
and all
fu
that shit.
shoes?
Yeah, you can.
What the
you
fuck
can
is
use
a
your
kung
feats
fu
if you want
shoe?
to. Well, let's do a kung fu run, I guess. We'll do that.
Are you Bruce Lee?
Wait, that's Kenshiro. I'm sorry.
No, you
Oh,
got
So are you
it's
in
a-
the
it's a-
castle, or are you like on a boat?
Not yet. I'm gonna kill this cummy real quick.
look.
Just give me a second.
Look at his little wiggly feet.
It's a cummy.
What?
No, Johannes, he's like shaking.
She came
She came by the power of
Ooh.
the shard.
by the power of Grayskull.
You want to taste death?
Oof.
Uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
That's
Yeah,
not what
that's
it
usually what
sounded
happens
like.
when you got a shard.
Sexual harassment.
Panda.
That makes me a sad panda.
That makes me a sad panda. Oh my good lord. I still think we need to get Flippo drunk and record another episode. He's a lot fucking
Isn't
more
he fun when
ridiculous.
he's drunk?
Yeah, well when he drinks and he records, it's completely different.
Oh yeah.
So here's what we do. You all get
If I run into trouble,
Dragon's Crown for PS4.
you've done it before. You'll do it again.
I can't hear Susie.
And-
She's way too quiet.
I don't want to be quiet.
Well, speak up, woman.
I am. Do you hear now?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to.
Kevin, don't push yourself. The shard comes out on its own.
Oh, see, he's forcing it.
No, but here's what we do. You all get Dragon's Crown for PS4,
How do they get inside?
and then I'll get PS Plus, and we'll all play.
Then they can help me wake
What
up
is this, like a fucking 3-player game or some shit?
It's like D&D.
You remember Dragon's Crown? Remember the giant sorceress
Yeah,
titties?
yeah, yeah. I remember Dragon's Crown. So you can
Yeah.
play. This can be played by 3 players.
Dragon's Crown, you can do 4-player.
I wasn't talking Dragon's Crown. I was referring to this game.
No, this is only 1 player. We're talking doing a Dragon's Crown playthrough sometime.
Oh, that means I gotta buy it. People are gonna look at me weird.
Dude, it's cheap as fuck. You can get it on PS4 for like $20, I bet.
Yeah, but if I download it, it's gonna be my history, and then the people on PlayStation like, oh, great, another one of these guys.
device
D-Rod,
responds
it
to
is a
magic.
good game. You need to buy it.
But D-Rod, you don't have to be the big titty sorceress. You can be the knight, or you can be the dwarf.
Oh, I could be the dwarf. I forgot.
Yeah. I'll be the big titty sorceress. It's fine.
What's the difference between a midget and a dwarf?
I don't know. What?
A dwarf has an axe.
Oh, good point.
And is also an alcoholic
Exactly.
with a majestic beard.
Oh, die bird.
Die, monster.
I really wish that this game had like that kind of voice acting in it, or at least bring
Oh,
back
yeah.
the guy who did
Really good.
Alucard for some stupid shit like that.
There's some good throwbacks in this game that
Really?
it's almost borderline. I don't want to say plagiarism because these are characters that this guy originally made, but it's basically like a giant fuck you Konami.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, there's a character that's pretty much Alucard, almost exactly, just almost like a palette swap. And then there's a hidden boss that's pretty much a Belmont.
A Belmont.
Yeah, I hate these guys.
Yeah, he basically looks like Simon.
Oh, fuck. Fucking get down here, you prick.
Well, that's not very nice, Kevin. They're just trying to do their job.
Well, you know, it's not his fault that he has very spiny armor. You don't need to give slurs to him, okay?
I mean,
I didn't
yeah,
slur him.
but still, you can't.
You
hate
called
the
him a
man.
prick.
Oh. Man, I feel so naked now. Jesus.
But you are,
Oh,
because
naked
it's
boy.
hot in here.
Don't tell people my secrets.
Everybody already knows your secrets, Kevin.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always naked. Yeah, it's like when you're like in the end game, it's like, you know, fucking any Metroid or Castlevania game, like you're so powered up and you can just go anywhere and do anything. It's
I can't really appreciate that though. Like, even though if
I'm
I
so
like power
slow.
up, I still want a challenge. You know, like towards the end, I still want it to be difficult. I don't want it to be like.
I
Just a
mean,
walk
like
in
there's
the
some
park.
hidden bosses in this game that are pretty tricky, but you can fucking cheese them if you have the right abilities.
Well, in the enemies, like once you get towards the end, they're still very much a challenge.
A directional shard,
Yeah.
dude. That's fucking power. I need to learn right there.
Yeah, see, because you can do this thing.
I can shard
You
in
can-
whatever direction
And then
I
you
want.
just go.
Hey, guess what?
That's some
Feel
fire
the power
shard
of
right
my
there.
down shard.
This is some Diablo sauce. All right. So we're just exploring the ship,
In our ballet shoes.
Question is this going to take you longer or shorter to beat than Doom?
So I'm going to set a couple ground rules with this because if you do everything in this game, it does take a while. But there's like
We're not 100%.
a bunch of side quests you don't need to do. There's recipes you can make that add a lot of time because you need to like farm ingredients and shit like that. So I might make some good recipes here and there just because it's helpful for restoring health, but I'm not going to do all the side quests where it's like find this item and give it to this person and shit.
And any like really tough item grinding, we're gonna do
Off screen.
Off screen.
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
we'll work on this file off screen to like farm ingredients and shit like that, but I'm not going to do every quest for the villagers that you help out because it'll just take way too much time and way too many episodes. So, just in the interest of saving time, I'm going to do it like that.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Whatever, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so it should probably be about another 30 episode series, I bet, because it's still a pretty fucking big castle.
Okay, well, that's not too bad.
Like, I mean, you just look at the ship right here, and this is all I got yet to explore. So,
Press calculator button to view map.
calculator button.
So, would you say this is the shard ship?
Yes.
Shard ship? The SS Shard?
That's
The
why there's so
SS
much
shards.
water in it because the toilets are backed up.
It shards all over your dreams.
Yes. And that's what all the poopy monsters are.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah,
what
they
those
look
things
like
on the
they're-
floor are, see?
They look like they
Susie
come out
knows.
from the fucking septic tank. Save point? Yep, there we go. So yeah, that's kind of one of the issues right there. Like, sometimes periodically when you fucking go to rooms, it'll have a fairly decent loading time, even though it's just a simple room. That's one of the things I noticed that's been popping up.
Well,
it's
this game
nothing
was
like
made by
that
like what, 12
boss.
people, and it took 10 fucking years, and had like no money.
Well, what do you mean it didn't have any money? This game raised $5 million on Kickstarter.
Okay, it probably only cost $3 million to make, right?
Yeah, I don't know. The only game that's fucking beat it was Shenmue 3.
Well, that's because that's a good game.
Yeah. So, I mean, they fucking pissed a lot of people off recently with the whole Epic Store thing.
Fuck you talking about?
You didn't hear about that?
Yeah, they made it
because
an Epic Store
Borderlands 3
exclusive.
on fucking Epic Store? Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, Borderlands, yeah, but Shenmue 3, they decided to make an Epic Store exclusive on
Yep.
PC because they're like, well, we're making this in Unreal Engine 4, and Epic's been really good to us, so we know we said we're going to make this on Steam, but we're going Epic Store exclusive now, so sorry.
Dude, what the
And
fuck?
everyone was
Are you
like,
kidding me?
yeah, everyone was like, what the fuck? Yeah, people got so mad, and they were like demanding refunds and shit, so I guess Epic is going to refund people out of their own pocket, so it doesn't take any money away from EastNet that's making the game.
That's fucking trash, first off. Who made that decision, man?
Yu Suzuki,
Fuck
the
that
guy making Shenmue 3, yeah.
All you gotta do is fucking just
His
release it
team.
on multiple platforms and it'll still sell well.
Yeah, I mean, I think even Borderlands, they're like, yeah, we know we're going exclusive, but the people that bought it on Steam, they're still going to get a code for it. We're just not going to sell any future codes on Steam. It'll be Epic only.
Well, and now I think with the Shenmue, they're saying that they're going to make it a timed exclusive and that it will eventually come to Steam, but that's
Yeah.
still garbage.
That's still stupid.
Yep. I mean, this game's been doing pretty good. Like, it didn't have a really bad development history. It just took a long time. Like, it was like 4 years that it took to make this.
Well, that's usually what it takes for AAA, but this ain't a AAA, so.
Yeah, this is very much indie. Although it used to be, or it came from a guy that used to be fucking very much in the mainstream. Because, I mean,
yeah.
you're talking about Koji Igarashi, the guy that made Symphony of the Night. That's a pretty big guy.
For you.
Shut up.
Exactly.
I mean, this had a little bit of a faux pas, too, because there was some DLC that they were going to make backer exclusive, where it had some hidden boss fight and weapon attached to it, but they decided to make it a paid DLC for people, so if anyone wanted to buy it, they could. And people were kind of pissed about that.
Hey, man, I feel if the game is that good, paying for extra DLC is not really an issue, as long as it's worth your fucking time.
Yeah, I think people are still going to get a code for it that backed it, so it's not a problem. It's just, it was supposed to be backer exclusive, and now it's not, so people are kind of crying foul. But it's whatever.
Oh, okay.
A gun
Well,
can be
fuck,
shot by
man.
equipping bullet.
The funny thing
These
is, like,
guns
it's
are-
not even that hard to, like, understand to not do dumb shit like that. Hey, what do people want? Okay, what would I want? I would want the fucking game for this and that. Oh, okay. It's like, it's like the trend is, the farther we seem to go in video games, like, it's more common for stupid shit for developers to get away with. And I fucking hate that. Mm-hmm. So, especially for DLC. DLC is, for the most part, has become like almost a 4-letter word because, you know, you'll have to pay like a ridiculous amount of money for something very small.
Yeah, exactly, and that's like why I shared that Jim Sterling video the other day about how bad monetization is in games.
Yeah. Well, see, like
'Cause
certain games,
it's
fucking
downright
done
predatory.
right.
Yeah,
So, like,
right.
I believe
Where it's
Days
like an
Gone-
expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Days Gone, I believe they're if you bought the game, whatever, they're releasing all their DLC for free. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Or like Tekken 7, they did it like a season at a time. They didn't expect it to sell a lot, so they said, "Hey, we're gonna put out a bunch of extra DLC." And then I bought the first one because it gave me like Geese Howard and all this other good shit. It was worth it. And then
Yep.
they're like, "Okay, we'll do it again." Like,
Yep, exactly.
They don't release DLC just for the sake of making money. They do it because they know that the fans will want the game and the extra content, and they can make a profit off it. But most companies are like, well, we'll just fucking make this shitty game with a lot of bugs, Destiny and all these other fucking things, and then they'll just put a bunch of DLC that they focus more time on. But by then, people don't even want to fucking buy the DLC.
Right.
Or the DLC is just pay to win shit.
That
Yeah.
is probably one of the most infuriating things, and it's. I would have to say that has been attributed to the phone market
Oh, mobile's fucking terrible about that shit.
because they started it right, and so any fucking
Yeah.
businessman's gonna go, well, I see these are selling real well. We should definitely implement these, and then everyone's like, this is the stupidest thing ever. Why are you doing this? Just fucking stop. So,
Yep.
but it still hasn't, and it's really upsetting. But Sony, thank God, has taken the right steps in the right direction to ensure that that doesn't happen with all their AAA titles because they're fucking smart. It's like the PS2 era again.
Well, in some regards, I'm still salty about them censoring shit.
Okay,
But
sure, but I mean, like, look at the last
thankfully, it's not
ones
on everything.
that have been good. Look at this. You got God of War that came out last year. Days Gone sold, I believe, almost as much as God of War, even though people were trying to shame it. Even though it had minor bugs, it still fucking sold well. Great story. It was a fun little game. Could have been better, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad. And then prior to that, we had The Last of Us. They fucking released on multiple platforms. There's just so much that Sony has done right without adding a bunch of bullshit DLC, and everyone's buying it. Why are you doing this back and forth, Kevin?
I'm trying to get this guy. There we go. That's what I wanted.
You want him to shard into you?
Yes.
Yep.
He
Give me
wants,
that
he
sharp
wants to
boy.
shard back and forth.
There. It's a good skill. So I was trying to grind it. There.
You can't grind
Okay.
shard, dude.
I,
It
can't
just
if you don't
becomes
have Taco
glop,
Bell.
and then it just gets everywhere.
Oof. Okay.
I thought that's what plugs were